Hi everyone. I just wanted to show you a different strategy to divide. So first of all, I recommend printing out a times table. This really helps kiddos just understand a little bit better um, and not get so flustered if they don't know their math facts. So what I suggest is just to have them have one of these next to them when they divide. As they start to reference this, they will start to learn their math facts more and more. So it's okay if you choose to use one of these. So I'm going to show you a new way to divide. Maybe you already know how to do this, but I have found that it is a little bit easier to understand what is actually going on. So for instance, let's take 15 and have 15 divide the number, let's just say 300. Okay, so, well, it's actually not gonna, this fact is not gonna be on my math, my times table, but I do know from experience that, well, 15 times 1 equals 15. I know that 15 times 2 is 30, and maybe I only know that 15 times 3 is 45. Maybe I don't know anything beyond that. If I had to figure that out, I could just take, if I needed to figure out what 15 times 4 was, I could just add one more group of 15 to 45, right? So I could just stack it up like this if I needed to and say, oh, 5 plus 5 is 10. Put down my 0, carry my 1. 4 plus 1 and 1 more is 6. So I know that 15 times 4 is 60. Okay, well, let's just start there and see if we have enough math facts to get us through this problem. So 300 divided by 15. And you need this, a long line here, because you'll find out why we need that in a moment. So, well, I could solve this problem right now just by knowing that 15 times 2 is 30. And if I added a 0 at the end, that would just mean 15 times 20 equals 300. So I'm going to be putting whatever I times 15 by on this side, okay? So this is just for reference. You don't have to put this red piece in. So I took 15 times 20, 15 times 20, that equaled 300. And let's see how much I have left. Well, everything equals 0. I have no remainder. And in order to find my answer, I just need to add up anything on the right-hand side of my line. So my answer is 20. 300 divided by 15. So 15 equal groups, 20. I could punch it in a calculator if I need to double check. So let's try this again, but pretend that I don't know that 15 goes into 20, or 15 goes into 320 times perfectly. Okay, so maybe I just want to say, oh, 15 times 3, that's 45. So I'm just gonna do it like this. 15, which is totally fine. It just takes you a little longer, and that's okay. 15 times 3. Okay, so 15 times 3 is 45. So if I had 300 pieces of candy and I needed to divide that up into 15 groups, well, I know I could for sure get 3 groups of 15. So once I take out 3 groups of 15, the 45, I gotta see how much candy I have left to divide into groups. So let's take it away. 0 minus 5, can't do it. Oh, and I can't bar over here either. So I'm going to start over here in this category. So my 3 becomes a 2. Bring my 1 over to my 4. Oh, now I have something to borrow for my 5 to subtract from. So 10, borrow another 1, regroup here, comes a 9, and a 1 can go in front of my 0 here, make it 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 4 is 5, and bring my 2 down. Oh, now I have 255 left. I need to go until I have less than 15 or 0 left, because it might not. 15 maybe doesn't go into 300 perfectly. That's where we get a remainder. So I'm going to keep going here. So I know that 15 times 3 equals 45. Subtract 0. 5 minus 4 is 1. Bring my 2 down. I'm getting there. I'm going to keep doing it. 45. Take away 45. 0 minus 5. Can't do it. Okay, 10 minus 5 is 5. 0 minus 4. Oh, can't do it. Gotta borrow from the 2. 10 minus 4 is 6. Now I have 165. I like this way because then I can double check my work. If I have a wrong answer for some reason, I can go back and see. Maybe I carried a number wrong or whatever I could have done. Okay, 45. 5 minus 5 is 0. 6 minus 4 is 2. Bring down my 1. Do you see how every time that I plug in 45 for my math fact, 5 times 3, I am starting to eat away at our big number that we started with, the 300. So since I'm starting to run out of room, I'm going to carry this on right here. 120. I'm going to pretend I have my line going. So let's 45 again. I know that 15 times 3 equals 45. 0 minus 5, can't do it. Take away from my 2, that becomes a 1. Carry it over. 10 minus 5 is 5. Can't do it again. 11 minus 4. Okay. Oh, now I have nothing to carry down. I'm getting close. I'm going to get the same answer though. 75. Well, I'm going to pretend I know my biggest fact is 15 times 3. Write 45. See what we have left over. 5 minus 5 is 0. 7 minus 4 is 3. Oh, wait. 30. I think I know that math fact. I think I wrote that down over here. I see that 15 times 2 equals 30. Oh, so I'm going to put my 2 down now because 45, that fact is too big. So I know that 15 times 2 is 30, and I'm going to see what we have left over. 0 minus 0 is 0, and then 3 minus 3 is 0. So I have no remainders. That's where they would be, right here. These are called our remainders. And since we have 0 remainders, we can just add up our answer. So what we need to do to find that is to add up anything on the anything on the right-hand side of our line. So that's all we need to do. So I could skip count, I could stack them up and add like that. I'll just give you a quick visual. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 3s on this side and 2 more, and then plus 2. All right. So 3, I know that, let's see how many 3s do I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I know that 6 3s is equal to 18. 18 plus 2 more, 18, 19, 20. That's your answer, ladies and gentlemen. 15 times 20. Punch it into your calculator if you want to double check. But 15 times 20 is indeed 300. So we can get the same answer using any math facts which is really convenient. And this is my favorite way of dividing. If I don't have a calculator in front of me, or if I just need to visualize something happening, I like to use this one. And some of the students who have been asking for extra help on this, I have shown them this way, and they understand a little bit better because they can see it. So please let me know if you have any other questions. But this is an example of long division. So hopefully this helps. If you want to set up a one-on-one with me, you sure can, and I can show you some examples. But again, before we leave, if I had something left over for a remainder, pretend I had 30 minus 20 for some reason. I had 10 left. Well, I know that 15 doesn't go into 10, and in my answer here, my answer would be 300 remainder. We normally just put an R for remainder 10. That's it. That's what we would do if we had a remainder in our problem. But in this case, we don't. So, all right, have a good day. Bye.